big news. Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Little news.
Well,
is
yeah.
another way to put it. We want to talk about the length of his sentence.
This is a big deal. Remember, Tekashi 6ix9ine was facing more than 47 years in prison. Remember, he snitched on everybody in the gang, talked about all the crimes.
He snitched on people he didn't have to snitch on.
On people he didn't have to snitch on. So now it's Judgment Day. Today was his sentencing, and this guy scored, and this could have an impact on gangs generally in court. Tekashi 6ix9ine, 2 years, and he gets time served.
He's already served 13 months. He's been in for 13 months.
He's out next year.
He will be out
2020.
before the end of 2020. And
That's
after, I gotta say, during this hearing, it was really contentious. I mean, it really did not look good for Tekashi.
Yeah, but the judge
was
just playing it for dramatic effect. Yeah.
Really? Well, he did a great job because he leaned in, going over a laundry list, crime by crime by crime, that Tekashi was either involved directly in or that he had caused.
Tekashi had said, yeah, I was passive in all of this, and the judge said, no, you weren't. Yeah. You were not passive in this. You were active in this. And it looked like he was going to get nailed.
Yeah, but then...
Well, after the judge got done lining up the list of charges and guilty pleas, the judge then went into all the cooperation that Tekashi had given and recognized he entitles him to something, which is a substantial reduction in the sentence.
A huge reduction.
But it is true that the criminal justice system lives and dies to some degree based on the cooperation of witnesses who snitch or testify against people they know are engaged in wrongdoing. And you have to incentivize that. You have to make it worthwhile for people to turn on their former accomplices.
And this could, by the way, have been a disaster for prosecutors if the judge really threw the book at him, because then people would say, well, I'm not going to make a deal with you. Now the question, will other gang members, will they be like-minded with Tekashi if they're in trouble and they see what happened to him? I mean, it is the way of the world, like Jason said, and if a gang member faces life or 50 years or whatnot, and he realizes it can get slashed down to 2,
yeah, I hear what you're saying. Look, I'm not going to address that question. I have no idea. I'm not about that life. But you got to remember that Tekashi...
Thanks, Charles. We thought for a minute there.
Yeah. You got to remember, Tekashi is only 23 years old. He's 23 years old.
Right, but he didn't want to go to prison for 47 years.
And didn't want to go to prison for all that time. But I thought it was interesting that the judge, at one point, pointed out, when the judge was pointing out the service that Tekashi had done for prosecutors, and said that he had really risked his life here, because he was so famous, so high profile, and made the point of saying, look, I know that you're risking a lot here by having testify like this. And it was sort of like congratulating him or thanking him, but then went on to say, you met with prosecutors 26 times. That's not helping his case when he gets out. That's just painting a bigger target on him.
Well,
you don't have to lay out every detail.
He's acting like he doesn't care if he doesn't really believe he's a target or doesn't care. He's not going to go into witness protection. He's going to continue making music. So
yeah, the judge congratulated him on the fact that he has already scored a new record deal that will be waiting for him when he gets out of prison.
When we do Viewer's Choice later on in the show, I would love to know, would you guys go to a Tekashi 6ix9ine concert in a year?
I have heard people in here saying
I would not go near it.
Brad was saying he can't wait to go.
I would not go near that venue. I mean,
like I said,
it feels unsafe.
Ain't about that life.
But let's hear about it.
Mary Smith, Dallas, Texas. I feel like 2 years was definitely a bare minimum, seeing that he went in and sung like a bird. But I got to give it to him. He changed up his look. He changed up his name. He dropped it. I feel like he learned his lesson, if you ask me. Don't fake the funk.
Well, you know, you never know if he learned the lesson, because he saved his skin is what he did.
And he's been going by Daniel Hernandez when they're dealing with these hearings. It'll be interesting when he gets out.
Does he go back to Tekashi or not?
You know, the judge made a point of that. The judge said during the hearing today, you seem so passive here and you're so apologetic. You never lived that life. You were never passive or apologetic before. You were a hardcore gang member. And it's easy to say in court, are you actually going to live the life, though?
Live that life.
I'm not about it.